What's good, people? Ignorant Gamers in the house. Snow.
Ramon.
Today's IGZ news. Got a nice little lineup.
Yeah, a lot going on.
A lot going on. Yeah. So the first thing I want to get into is the Nintendo Direct. Don't worry, we won't go too crazy in there. There's another video that's up on the channel right now. Check that out. That is a video where all you Nintendo people want to see that. But let's just give a basis. Nintendo addressed the public. It said we're going to do some upgrades to the service, some stuff that they probably had down the pipeline. Everything will be delivered sprint. We're talking in spring. We're talking virtual console. They're talking about adding advanced features to the virtual console to compensate with the Miiverse. We're talking about adding Game Boy Advance now to the virtual console. If you own the game previously for the Wii and you transferred it over, you don't have to get these versions. But if you get the upgraded versions to take care of the Miiverse qualification, you will pay $1 or $1.50 depending on what it is. They also have the campaign where they're going to be releasing one game per month on a schedule for 30 cents during the duration of the promotion. Then it goes back to its regular price that is set in that universe. They also announced some new games, some of which are really cool if you're invested into the Nintendo Eco.
There's one of the I want to see. Shit.
There's a couple of RPGs. There's a couple of well-known franchise ones. So it's going to be 2 Zelda games. Remake of Wind Waker, which is a cult favorite. Too bad the GameCube didn't have a big fan base, or install base rather. So that's getting an HD remake, and the pictures that he showed at the Nintendo Direct were actually pretty dope. Of just screenshots. Then he said that there will be 2 games that will be playable in playable form at E3. That's a new Super Mario game, action game, and a new Mario Kart game. One of which I say should have been ready at launch when the console launched, but that's neither here nor there. Check out that video. I did say 2 Zelda games, right?
Yes. The second would be the new
The
Zelda.
new Zelda, right?
Not the remake, but the new hotness.
Right. And then for you RPG motherfuckers out there, they hinted at the end of that. This guy's excited. They hinted at the X, the Red X, Xeno. Maybe it's Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
I don't care.
Maybe it's Xenogears 2.
I don't care.
Xeno something. We know it's coming. Right? So
I need that in my life.
You know, I know you guys feel like we be hating on Wii U. I told you before, we don't hate Nintendo. We just don't like being nickeled and dimed by anybody. If my mama owe me 5 cents, I'm gonna see her in the streets. So, and there was a couple other stuff like a Bayonetta 2, you know, Lego City, Undercover.
I don't think Lego anything can do anything.
I really don't think so. Pikmin 3, Wii Fit U, Game Warrior. Check the video. All that shit's there.
Some stuff for the GameCube.
Yeah. Some real cool
the gamepad
for the game. The party. It's cool. Check the other video. Link will be here. Check the other video. Trust me, it's a long video, but you Nintendo guys, give us a chance. All right. And we need y'all to comment on some stuff too that we said in there because we're not fully aware of that. Moving along. PSN UK settles for $250K. For what?
Coffee money.
Yeah, ain't no money. That's small money to them. That's two low end exec jobs right there. For in case you forgot, the security breach on PSN, so that's costing them about $250 over in the UK.
Shit, if that was Microsoft, we'd have been 250 mil.
Hey,
like,
you know. Now I'm thinking about it because we said something off camera about it, but now I'm thinking about it. The $250K in the UK might be the only thing that they had to pay. I don't know if they had to do the same thing that the
I didn't read
the US
I didn't
did.
read anything about it.
No, because now I'm thinking about it. How did I get Infamous for free? How did I get Detonation for free?
Right.
How did I get extended service on my PS Plus for free? How did I get
There might have been
Killzone? All that was part of that.
Yeah.
I don't know if the UK got the same thing or equivalent, because I don't remember the US getting 250K of shit. But
before we move on from PSN and UK, I saw the new PSN perks the PS Plus perks that they get.
Okay.
They get what was it? The Sleeping Dogs.
Oh yeah.
They get Sleeping Dogs for free. It was one other thing. So they caking off too.
Shit.
They get a good and
Sleeping
we
Dogs
get
UK. Wow.
We get
Sleeping Dogs for the UK. That's
for free.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
I think we get the Ninja Gaiden Plus.
Really?
Here, yeah. That's for the Vita.
For the Vita, okay.
Madden, we get 30% off Madden, and it was one other thing. But the deals are still pouring in.
Yeah.
Plus, now if you buy PSN, if you purchase PS Plus anytime from now,
right,
to March 14th,
you get an extra 3 months.
And
right.
It's stackable.
Right.
So,
but I will say this: that's funny that they did that. You should have did that in December, because that's where anybody who first joined your program ended off, even after the 3 month plus the extension of the network being down. So I just redid mine in the end of December, at the end of the year. I'm not giving you another $50 right now. Why? Because something might be coming down the pipe.
True.
They didn't say if the PS Plus membership is going to carry over to the next system. There's no details on that yet. You guys ain't announced nothing. I think you played that hand wrong. So, with that, we go right into the next topic. Speculations about the PlayStation 4. There's a lot of theories going out. I've heard a lot of them. One of them, and I'm being biased, goes back to what I said from the get-go. I don't know why they're going to do this, but this is... I don't think they should do this, but this is what I'm thinking. They put the heat on Microsoft to make an announcement, right? Mm-hmm. When they make that announcement will say Xbox 720 is coming out 2013. PlayStation will make the announcement first and date it for 2014. I don't know why they would do this. On one hand, I can see where they can get the advantage from.
Right.
On the other hand, you already bled once because of this.
Well, let's
the only thing that saved you. The only thing that saved you.
It's Blu-ray.
No.
You didn't think it was Blu-ray?
No. Consumers were scared to jump in because of the technical flaw of the hardware of Xbox. So some people held on to their money a little longer. Those who were, okay, should I get Xbox, should I get PlayStation? Not the loyalists. The loyalists already made the decisions, but those people in the middle, they didn't know. They was holding their money.
I think they're holding out for something good. Maybe I have a hard time believing it's 4K because that won't even be ready by the time the life cycle with PS4 is done. So
only one person in my entire friends circle has a 3D TV.
Well, yeah. So there you go. That shouldn't even take off.
I mean, 4K gaming, again, bandwidth. We spoke about this before.
Yeah. But I mean, if it's on a disc, well, then we spoke about that. That shit, content can't fit on a disc. So I don't know. What could they possibly hold out for? I don't know. Especially when they're both running the same architecture pretty much.
And again, now, I'm not going to comment on none of the rest of the rumors that we heard, like the specs and all that. All that shit that's whatever. Again, if a game like Medal of Honor can come to us day one, Medal of Honor Warfighter can come to us day one with a 2.5 gigabyte update to complete the game, imagine when you get your 4K game and what's coming down your bandwidth pipes. That's a quality assurance thing.
The fucking bandwidth cap. That's what's coming down the pipe.
So, that's that for the PlayStation 4 stuff. We have some bad news too.
What you talking about?
G4 TV.
Finally, right?
Xplay. Specifically Xplay.
We knew it was coming.
The market changed We seen this.
But I don't think the market changed. I think there's just executive on top of executive make bad decisions with that network. They ruined Tech TV. Tech TV was so
because they failed to recognize the way the market was consuming content. I said from day one, the first time I was on YouTube, that GameSpot, because I wasn't even an IGN head yet, GameSpot and Xplay should have had YouTube accounts. Yeah. Hands down. There shouldn't even been a question. Yeah. TechServe. All those shows, TechZilla, all those variations of the shows, they should have started.
Well, TechZilla was revision for
TechZilla, I know, but we know where it came from. Okay. Oh, yeah. Screensavers, you know what I'm saying? Like we know where it came from. It's one of the same. It's one of the same to me. All that stuff, they should have. Yes, you got the TV, but you needed to create an off version of it in case that died. Mm-hmm. This is why GamePro is no longer here, people.
Yeah, they refuse to conform.
You get what I'm saying? And GamePro were excellent.
Printed media is just out the door. GamePro could have just adopted a web platform and contend with IGN.
Yes, there should have been IGN should have been the paper playing game FAQ site today. They should have been that. What IGN is today, that's what GamePro was supposed to be. And maybe gobbled up IGN. Who knows? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To compete against videogames.com, which is GameSpot.com. Sorry, I just threw some knowledge in there. That was unnecessary. I know. But I want to say to the Xplay staff specifically, the ones who were left there from the beginning, and some of you new guys, shout out to y'all. Hopefully, you guys find something bigger and better to move forward with, especially Morgan Webb and Drunk Link. You know what I mean? Adam was with Rev.
Oh, yeah, he left. Yeah.
You know?
That's my boy.
Adam Sess, you already know. We already speak highly of you. I'm glad to see you back reviewing games, and I'm glad you're not capped to a TV time. Seriously. Shout out to Morgan Webb. You heard what I just said to Adam, right? So, speaking of no more, after 20 years, boss.
That's your people, though.
Yeah, these are my people. THQ is no more. That sucks for me. So they got picked apart. It's like being a parent when you're in the courtroom and the judge says, Junior goes with these people, your daughter goes with these people, your new baby go with these people. And you're left like, what the fuck? And then you got some kids that just not even gonna get taken, but they're not with you. That's to be dealt with later. So like, South Park was sold to Ubisoft. 3.2 mil. Volition and Saints Row goes to Koch Media, aka Deep Silver, who puts out Dead Island. 22 mil. It's a big bill right there.
That is a big bill.
That's a huge fucking bill, right? Homefront.
Arguably the best thing they may have had under their belt.
Homefront, don't forget about the wrestling games. Homefront went for $500,000.
Yeah, disrespecting the people.
To Crytek. And I'm going to talk about Crytek for a second.
But they need a concept though.
Hold on. Let me get there. WWE is still up in the air. WWE is probably going to get 2K. I think they settled that already. I might have missed that. So, at the end of the day, World Wrestling Entertainment controls where that goes regardless, right? But, back to Crytek. No, before Crytek. Darksiders didn't get picked up. Nintendo, pick up Darksiders. It will raise money. That's all I'm going to say about that. But Crytek, right? So, the first Homefront, for whatever reason, got more attention than Medal of Honor for positive shit. The commentators on YouTube slayed Medal of Honor 2010. The commentators, the reviewers, punks went on a record to say that Homefront was better than Medal of Honor. I don't know what juice or cake that you're eating, but I'm telling you that the cake is a lie. Medal of Honor was better than that game. But it clocked in the most hours of Xbox Live. PlayStation, so I'm gonna let y'all have that shit, right? Here's where it gets interesting. Crytek is creating the second one. But what people may have forgot, or maybe you've seen the trailer, Crytek has been working on a free-to-play game. Some of y'all just hearing about this. I've known about this for 2.5 years, that they've been working on a free-to-play game. When I first saw the free-to-play game, I said it looked like Homefront. These guys infinitely have Homefront 2 now.
I remember you told me that like a few months ago too.
This is a contender, people. I don't know what's going to happen with Medal of Honor. I don't give a shit about Call of Duty right now on the multiplayer side. This will be a contender. This might be the happy medium. Not to go against Medal of Honor. Not to go against Battlefield 4. Obviously not Call of Duty because that's short. But maybe against the future Bad Company 3. It's a little early to say that because it hasn't even been announced. But hear me out for a quick second. Bad Company 3 comes out. That will be a PlayStation 4 720 thing. Battlefield 4 will be on this right now, and it will have a year after release support, just like we got right now for Battlefield 3.
Right.
When that shit is done, come March, when the last Battlefield dropped in March, that's when this shit comes out. Going with what I said earlier, the PlayStation 4 will be in hindsight. Then it will touch down. That's the perfect setup. Yeah. So, Homefront 2 will not come out this generation. That's coming out next generation. It will compete with the next big boy from Battlefield. That's all I'm saying.
I don't disagree, actually.
So you think Battlefield 4 will have the beta? If you get the premium Battlefield 4, you'll have the beta for Bad Company 3.
I like that.
720.
I like that. I like the thought of that. But I can't say yes or no on that until both 720 and PS4 play their hands. We need an announcement for them. If they say, yo, we're both coming in 2013, or we're both coming at some point early 2014, then yes. By the time the pre-order spike happens, I'm assuming October release for Battlefield 4. So when it gets to like September, when they make that push, oh yeah, hey, by the way, if you pre-order Battlefield 4, you'll get Bad Company 3 access for your next gen console, which will be tied to your gamer ID.
Okay.
PlayStation, you're a fucking fool if you don't carry over IDs like Xbox did, right? So, speaking of Crytek, Crysis 3 beta is out tomorrow, or by the time you see this video, you should be downloading it right now. Like I just told you right now, go down, stop the video and go download this shit.
Is it gonna hit 12 tonight?
No, you know they're not gonna do that. They're gonna make us come home from fucking work or school if you're in school and go through the server crap, because you know it's coming off EA server and you gotta do all that bullshit.
What do you do?
Right.
EA servers.
So the beta, Crysis 3 beta is running from January 29th to February 12th. Get your TVs ready.
Now to record multiplayer, right?
Of course. 2 multiplayer maps. I think 2 modes. Let's have it. In the discussion, I don't want to talk no more about that.
I'm wilding out.
So speaking of access to shit, if you pre-order and or buy God of War Ascension, you know what these fuckers did? What do we want? What are we looking for? What are the 2 games we looking forward to early this year? And guess which one of them shits is packaged with this shit?
I don't know, sir. What are you talking about?
Grand Theft Auto people is coming soon. But we're talking about The Last of Us. So if you pre-order,
but there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it is something wrong with it. I have stats that I'm gonna post. God of War sales are not doing that well right now. Versus when God of War 3. It's the same thing for Gears of War Judgment and Gears of War 3 in case the troll behind the camera wants to say something.
It's just the repetitive shit of those franchises.
But see, here's the thing. The person, when we are sold a Battlefield game,
right,
we were sold a Medal of Honor game.
right.
the first time around because it was DICE, right? And then the second time we were sold that, I think it was reversed. It's because they still using the DICE engine. They reserve that right for you to advertise our shit as needed.
Okay.
Right? In fact, if you put on your Medal of Honor 2010, it tells you about Battlefield. Like, go figure that, right? Sir, God of War has nothing to do with the Last of Us company. In fact, internally they compete.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that out there. So, I like the God of War series. Let's not even, I do. But come on, son, just do something else.
It kind of does say something for what's going on behind the camera.
But I think it's exciting, though. I think it's exciting. But the thing is, you don't get immediate access. It's at some point in time, you will be given first access to the demo. Because, mind you, we've all seen video of gameplay, but no one in the industry, we're just your local neighborhood gamer guys, no one in the industry has touched the game physically.
Right.
So they want to know if it plays like Uncharted or if it plays like a hot mess. They're not even saying on its own. It's either Uncharted or hot mess. Like, that's the hate right now.
I'm hoping it's not hot mess.
It won't be.
I hope not.
Fuck, Naughty Dog? Really? Nah, son. It's not happening. You know what happens if The Last of Us is a hot mess? Uncharted 4 fails.
It's possible. It's possible.
Because people are trolls. Oh, if you play like this, then this game's gonna be trash.
It sounds like a GameStop conversation.
Yo,
fuck all the people that work at GameStop.
Fuck Capcom, by the way. So there's a couple new demos that's out right now. One that not a lot of people know is out there. I think I'm gonna cover that one because this one was out there a little longer. So I'm gonna just say this one first. The Ni no Kuni one. It's actually PSP only and it's doing really well. Shout out to Lady Ninja Gaming, by the way, and shout out to Nigel.
Nigel called it.
He said it was gonna be good.
And I've been watching a few of Lady Ninja videos.
Yeah.
I'm feeling to get my hand on this game all over. So
I've been out of the RPG game for a while. I won't get into the story behind that. And I actually have me recording my gripe and my anger with like, oh my god, like, what the fuck? I'm supposed to hit you and then stop moving, like, then you hit me. Because that's one of the things that I hated, but that's what I was used to. And then when it started being free roam type stuff,
right,
that's when I started getting out of it. But you guys kept playing. And as I kept playing, this Ni no Kuni thing was feeling good. I didn't see the Pokemon part yet, other than, how the battle should be for a type Pokemon thing.
Right.
But I looked up the other game that it was compared to. I think it was called Heim. I'm sorry I cannot remember that game. But I see now where everything ties in at just through the demo. So if you haven't checked out the demo, check it.
I'm going ham on that demo. I ain't get home yet, but let me tell you. Because I didn't even know it was a demo.
Oh, it's a demo. It's a demo, and I think it's 2 parts to the demo too.
I'm on it.
So I think, yeah, do that. I think there's a random time limit on it too, so be wary of that. Don't spend too much time on one side without going to the other. So that's old business. Still a good game, 9.4 according to IGN. Metal Gear Rising has touchdown, and I believe you touched that.
I had fun.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I mean, I'm used to. One thing I can say, as fun as it was, it still annoys the shit out of me that like 80% of the game is talking.
That's been one of my biggest things with that shit. At
It's
least
not
we don't have to
80%
read
now.
no more, but
It's fucking annoying, man.
like,
Like if you watch the video, check out the video. I did the impressions.
Alright.
Like I'm like, okay, let's cut some shit. And dude's got a sword that can cut through anything. Let me cut some
let's
shit.
get into the business.
I go to move and he gets a phone call. Yes, area's clear. You're like, come the fuck on.
Was it Siri? Who's calling him
I
now?
don't know.
Who's calling him? You know?
They've got a black guy with cornrows and a little white girl that
Charges.
the black guy keeps moving a coffee with. I don't know if she keeps spilling shit on the keyboard.
Right.
It's a lot of weirdness going on in that. Then there's a scientist that. Listen, there's a lot of weirdness going on in that game.
It's all, you got that all in there?
It's all in
It's all in
there.
the demo?
It's all in the fucking.
So a lot of the trends right now is like demos of doing a part 1 and a part 2. Is that in there? Is there like you playing from this point and then if you go back to the start screen, Is there another part there too?
Not that I noticed.
Okay, because there's a lot of demos doing that. Like for instance, the Devil May Cry demo, they had one part where you're learning the game, and then they had, which was kind of long, and then they had a shorter part which was just the boss battle, showing you an example of a boss battle. And then with the Ni no Kuni, they had you going in, getting your first strike, getting your first, getting your feet wet in the land and fighting, and then you're going through the overall large map. And then the second part was like an epic part. I don't want to kill that for you because you gotta play that part. So I was wondering if they did that.
No,
so
this is just straight. The boss battle is no joke.
I like to hear that. Dead Space 3.
I played a little of it today.
Okay. I'm gonna check that out.
Not a fan of
Dead Space.
Don't know why, but it's just dope and it looks good.
Same here. I'm not really a fan. The games have always looked good, 1 and 2. I'd rather sit there and watch you play it than me play it.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those games for me. I'll watch somebody play.
Right. I can follow it by watching you play, but if I'm on it, I don't.
Yeah.
It's something about it. Same thing how I feel about Mass Effect. And
Whoa.
What?
The shooting mechanics of Dead Space is just like Ghost Recon.
No.
Nah.
Nowhere close.
It's third person.
That doesn't
That's
mean
third person, yes.
That's why I keep telling you about Ghost Recon. You didn't play it. You don't understand it.
I played it. And I played Dead Space. I played Dead Space.
Nah, Dead Space is completely different.
The Dead Space I played, then damn sure didn't have buttons reminiscent of Ghost Recon Future Soldier.
No, but the
shit,
whole,
not even SOCOM 4.
The whole third person or second person thing, I felt.
Yeah, but are you saying that the mechanics of Call of Duty are the same as Battlefield because it's first person? Because that's what you're saying about. No, it's not. Completely different game.
Because Mass Effect 3, you play Mass Effect?
Not it.
Okay, because those buttons I can't stand. No offense. I just can't get into the buttons. The buttons take me right out of the game.
Is that like a southpaw? Is that what they call that shit?
I don't know what it is, but it bothers the fuck out of me. So I have to watch someone else play the game in order for me to enjoy the arc of the game.
It's something about Ghost Recon that I just couldn't get
dope shit.
And I played it. I was okay in it, but it was just I couldn't get into it.
Alright. Dead Space 3. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna drop an impression video. I might drop a Metal Gear Rising impression video behind yours.
Yeah.
Just so, they get my reactions on it.
Hop in.
And that's pretty much all we got for the IGZ news. I think this is episode 7.
Might be, I don't know. 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9. We still rolling. Comment, like us, share us. Facebook, Twitter, all that bullshit. We here. Ignorant Gamerz Z.
Not an S at the end.
With a Z.
With a Z.
.com.
.com.
My name is Snow.
And I'm Ramon.
The cake is alive.
Peace.